They are ready to crown a champion here at Carver Arena in Peoria tonight. And welcome to the 2000 IHSA Class AA Boys Basketball Championship game. The top-ranked Warriors of Westinghouse meet the Blackhawks of Aurora West. Good evening again, everybody. I'm Dave Bennett along with David Kaplan. Welcome to the championship game. Two teams with a combined record of 62-2. A couple of storied programs, but neither has ever won a state championship. Aurora West back in the title game cap. Westinghouse, which has produced so many great players over the years, had so many great coaches, they have never been to the title game.
Well, if you look at the tradition of these two programs, it's just amazing. Back in 1976, legendary coach John McDougall took his club to the championship game. They were beaten on a shot at the buzzer by Laird Smith of Morgan Park. McDougall started a tremendous legacy there. Gordon Kirkman was his assistant. John became a college coach at Northern Illinois. Gordy's been the head coach now 24-25 seasons. Over at Westinghouse, Frank Lolino came in and had unbelievable talent. Hersey Hawkins, Mark Aguirre, Bernard Randolph, Skip Dillard. They, as you said, never won a state title. He handed it off to Roy Condotti, Frank Grassetto, and now Chris Head. And finally, one of these two storied programs is going to cut down the nets and be called champion in the greatest state for prep hoops.
Well, let's look at how they got here. Westinghouse coming out of the Chicago Public League. They defeated Manly, Simeon, the Whitney Young in front of 20,002 at the United Center in the Public League Championship game on Tuesday night. Yesterday in the quarterfinals, a 74-48 win over Bloom Township. And then earlier today in the semifinals, a 43-35 win over Peoria Ridgewoods. As for the Blackhawks of Aurora West, they beat Naperville Central, Aurora East, Glenbard South in their super sectional in DeKalb. And then defeated Gordon Tech yesterday, 74-64. And earlier today, beat Darius Miles at East St. Louis for the second time this year, 43-39. What a job both of these teams have done to get to this championship game.
Well, the road to get to the Elite Eight is littered with teams that are great teams during the season that can't get down here. If you look at the competition that both these schools had to beat, they beat some great teams. Whitney Young will probably be the #1 team in the preseason rankings next year. Great young team. Aurora West beat one heck of a Glenbard club that came in with just 2 losses. So to get to this level, to this game, means you are one of the best in the country.
Well, Westinghouse is certainly not one of the biggest teams in the country, but what they lack in size, they certainly make up for in quickness. It starts with Martell Bailey running the floor.
Martell Bailey is a big-time player. He can handle, he can dish, he can penetrate, he can knock down jump shots. He is a great player, and he's the guy who governs tempo for Westinghouse. They feed off his energy. He will get into the lane. He'll dish and find his running buddy, Cedric Banks. He is a true stallion. For Aurora West, Derek Hollyfield. This guy is 6 for 6 in his 2 games so far down here in Peoria from three-point land. He loves the shot from the deep corner against Westinghouse. With a man-to-man defense, he may not get the looks that he did against zones the first 2 days.
Aurora West, a very balanced offense. They have the 3 players averaging in double figures, plus Hollyfield, who's been a great addition for them, led them in scoring earlier today. Cedric Banks for Westinghouse has done a great job throughout the season, led them in the Public League Championship game. And today, although he wasn't their leading scorer, he had a big game in a lot of different areas.
Well, it's amazing the number of stories throughout the year in the title game of guys that you don't think are going to be the star step up and hit the big shot, or step up and have an unbelievable game of their life, so to speak. We'll see who steps up tonight. Somebody is going to help lead their club to victory. 32 minutes of basketball remaining here in Peoria, and the state of Illinois will crown a AA champion. We'll be back with the player introductions coming up. Good. The Aurora West Blackhawks and the Westinghouse Warriors are on the court warming up for the AA championship game. Let's go to Mitch Robinson, standing by with the veteran coach of Aurora West, Gordon Kirkman.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Coach, Aurora West teams, you've had them here before. How does this team compare? You guys, do you think that they're ready to play this game tonight?
Well, I think so. I thought we were a little bit more ready than what we were probably the first 2 ball games. But this, I told them, this is for the state championship. You know, if you can't get ready for this and get high for this thing, you don't belong on the court. So I think we're ready, and hopefully we can take care of the basketball tonight.
This morning you had Darius Miles. Now you got to deal with team speed. How do you slow them down?
Well, we obviously can't slow them down, but I think we have to play them a little bit differently. And we've got a little bit of quickness ourselves, although I don't think we're quite as quick as they are. Probably give them the outside shot a little bit more. I don't know, and I'm not saying they don't have a post player, but I don't think they have one the likes of Darius Miles. So it's a little bit different challenge for us.
Well, good luck. We look forward to a great game. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot. Earlier, I had a chance to talk with Westinghouse head coach Chris Head. This is what he had to say about tonight's game. Coach, obviously your guys are used to this situation. They've had the spotlight all year long. Do you notice when they're back at the hotel, when they are relaxed or when they're feeling a little bit of butterflies?
Well, you know, they've been kind of cool this weekend, so they haven't given me any indication that they're worried about any games we played all weekend. So, you know, they've been all right.
You know, before the beginning of the year, when you had to sit out for a few games at all, the guys had a mission. They followed it. Did you envision, I guess you envisioned, that they would be here and you would be here in this state championship game?
Well, I knew we were capable of being here if we did the things that we were capable of doing, and we did those things. So that's where we're at right now.
All right, good luck tonight. All right, guys, the moment is here. We're ready to play ball. The state championship on the line. Dave, take it away.
Mitch, the moment is here. And for the introductions, let's turn things over to the public address announcer here at Carver Arena, Paul Herzog.
Good evening, basketball fans. On behalf of the Illinois High School Association and the city of Peoria, welcome to America's original March Madness. Tonight's AA championship game here in Carver Arena features Chicago Westinghouse, a record of 31-1, and the Aurora West Blackhawks, also a record of 31-1. At this time, we ask you to please stand and face the flag with your hand over your heart as Ben Jones, a senior at Peoria High School, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's championship contest. At a forward for Chicago Westinghouse, a 6'3" senior, number 30, Dennis Trammell. At a forward for Aurora West, a 6'3" junior, number 32, Jamal Thompson. The other forward for the Warriors, a 6'3" senior, 34, Cedric Banks. The other forward for the Blackhawks, 6'2" junior, number 44, Derek Hollyfield. One of three guards for Westinghouse, a 6'2" senior, number 12, Craig Franklin. At center for Aurora West, a 6'6" senior, number 50, Austin Reel. Another guard for the Warriors, a 5'9" senior, number 22, Tavares Wiggins. And a guard for the Blackhawks, a 5'10" senior, number 14, Mike Fowler. The third guard for Chicago Westinghouse, a 5'10" senior, number 33, Martell Bailey. And the other guard for Aurora West, a 6'5" senior, number 30, Lewis Smith. Head coach in his second season at Westinghouse, a record of 61-2, is Chris Head.
Chris Head, the head coach of the Westinghouse Warriors, a 31-1 record a year ago, 31-1 again coming into this game. He spent 12 years as the sophomore coach at Westinghouse. And for Aurora West, Gordon Kirkman, in his 5th Elite 8, 469 victories in 24 years, 17 consecutive winning seasons at the helm of the Aurora West Blackhawks. Our officials for tonight's championship game, Stanley Donegan of Elgin, Richard Gruby of Buffalo Grove, and Mark Newquist of Mokina will officiate the AA title game. And let's take a look at our Hyundai keys to victory, Cap.
Well, who's going to recognize the different style of play? Both teams in the earlier game today, Peoria Richwoods, the ugly style of play, and of course, Darius Miles had to be contended with for Aurora West. Westinghouse is going to turn up the heat big time. Aurora West, it's shot selection and take care of the basketball. Austin Reel could be a key guy tonight.
The Aurora West student section is rocking. We are set to go. Reel to jump here. And the tap is controlled by Westinghouse. This is Martell Bailey to Tavares Wiggins, and out from the corner, Banks missed it. Weak side rebound, Trammell, and it's 2-0 Westinghouse.
Well, that's something that Aurora West cannot have. They can't give up second chance opportunities. They have got to find bodies and seal out as well as they did today against East St. Louis. Travel.
Now Fowler called for the travel. Mike Fowler, the point guard for the Aurora West Blackhawks. And a big three-pointer for them in the victory over East St. Louis earlier today. Tavares Wiggins brings it up for Westinghouse. Here's Trammell. Bailey spinning. Ball loose on the floor and picked up.
Very nice job defensively by Aurora. Hold your ground when you got a smaller man coming in. It's not Miles. You have to hold your ground and body it.
Kept alive by Holyfield, the three-pointer, Lewis Smith.
Dave, I told you before the game, he's the key guy tonight. Lewis Smith is a guy from the perimeter who can also take you inside at 6'4.5". He's got to make his shots.
Only at 7 points against East St. Louis as Westinghouse turns it over. It was Holyfield, Cap, who gave Aurora West the big offensive spark in the fourth quarter of that game. And tonight he feeds Smith for the first Aurora West points. It's 3-2. Open look for a three. Smith missed it this time. And it's corralled by Franklin, who throws it away. And Aurora West will have it.
Well, in their zest to get out and run and speed up the tempo, Westinghouse hasn't taken care of the ball here. You've got to know where you're throwing the basketball at all times. Possessions in a game like this are gold.
3 turnovers already for the house. Smith fires again. He's feeling it tonight. 2 3-pointers.
That's the guy that they're going to look to in Westinghouse in a zone defense here early. I would expect you'll see man-to-man out of him, and someone's going to step up and try and slow down Lewis Smith. And another turnover. Chris Head's probably going to need to take a timeout, settle his guys down.
4 turnovers by Westinghouse, and I think his body language tells you what his message is to his players.
See, Westinghouse came into this game expecting to win. Aurora came in, I talked to Gordon Kirkman, so we want to be close late and see if we can make a run to win the thing. Westinghouse assumes they're going to win.
Fowler measuring it. Franklin the rebound, had it knocked away and got it back. There's Banks. The skip pass, Bailey for 3. And Smith the rebound. Lewis Smith, first team All-State performer.
He's the quietest first-team All-Stater that you've ever seen. Didn't really put up big numbers today, but he's a guy with his ability to make shots that they have to know where he is at all times.
Reel had been their leading scorer. Smith has taken over the lead in that department. The miss by Thompson. There's Bailey. And the first foul of the ball game.
All right, now let's watch the three-point opportunity out of Lewis Smith. He gets the opportunity. There's a nice screen, gives him a little bit of daylight, rise up. He's already in his mind knowing coming off the screen he's going to shoot the shot, so he loads up and sets his feet. Nobody gets out and challenges it. He knocks down an open look.
Foul was called on Holyfield. Gerard Tobler, 5'11" senior, into the ball game for Aurora West. Wiggins missed it, and Smith with another rebound. So far, Westinghouse held to the one field goal. It was a big fourth quarter for Aurora West today against East St. Louis. Outscored the Flyers 16-7 in that fourth. They opened it with what, a 10-0 run?
10-0 run, down from 32-27 to 37-32, and that was after East St. Louis missed 5 straight free throws.
East St. Louis, by the way, has captured third place, beating Peoria Richwoods 70-47. And Franklin with the rebound, Westinghouse. Here's Bailey, numbers here for the Warriors, and Bailey in and out, tip back up and missed, and Reel with the rebound.
Big rebound. Austin Reel has to be a guy cleaning up the glass tonight. There, he didn't do a very good job on the initial attempt at finding position, and then was able to grab the carom.
Thompson looking inside for Reel. Instead, up top it goes, Tobler. Here's Reel in the block, muscles it up, and Austin Reel, who hasn't been a huge offensive factor here in Peoria, adds to this Aurora West lead.
Well, in his defense against Darius Miles, no one's going to be a huge offensive factor.
And the three-pointer from the corner by Tremel, who has all 5 of the Westinghouse points.
In his defense, Austin Reel going up against Darius Miles, he's not the athlete to complete the play over top of him. Here tonight, without somebody at 6'7", I think he has a chance to have a big night.
Reel in and out, Franklin clears. Well, who is going to be effective over the top of Darius Miles?
Michael Jordan.
2:58 to go in the first quarter. Aurora West out to an 8-5 lead on Westinghouse in this championship game.
Well, watch Austin Reel, a guy that I think is going to be a key tonight. Can he rebound? There, he gives a little shot to Martell Bailey. Get it inside. There is no big shot blocker, and he completes the play.
Westinghouse ball. Warriors down 3. Martell Bailey. Up to Wiggins. And Reel with a rebound. Greg Franklin just did a cartwheel. Field goal shooting, Westinghouse. 2 of 7. Aurora West, 38%, 3 of 8. Westinghouse, 29% three-pointer, good. Holyfield, 7 for 7 in Peoria.
That's ball movement. Great job by West High to get out of the trap and then reverse the ball to the other side. You got an open, spotted up shooter.
In traffic, Bailey draws the contact.
Now watch this segment. This is beautiful team basketball. What they ended up doing, West High, was they get the ball out of a trap, they take it down to the corner. Austin Reel now at 6'6.5" is a guy that can help you break pressure, reverse it. There's your open shooter, and he buries it. Derek Holyfield. I believe now he is 7 for 7 in the state tournament from 3.
3 for 3 yesterday, 3 for 3 in the semis. And he's hit his first one tonight. Now Bailey trying to answer, and he does.
Martell Bailey, a prime-time player. I'd like to see him more out top in Westinghouse's offensive attack because he can penetrate so well.
Wiggins went for the steal. Holyfield saved it. Reel. 13-8. Aurora West.
Great pass and great cut out of Austin Reel. They'll get contact here, I believe, on the point guard. I think is who they're going to call it on. I think they'll get Fowler. Now let's watch Austin Reel again. Nice cut right down the seam of the defense. Catch and score. Nobody can stop it.
Into the ball game, Kevin Jenkins, 6'2" senior, wearing number 40 for Aurora West. After the foul, on Fowler, his second, Cedric Banks is into the scorebook. Three-pointers for Westinghouse. It's a 2-point game and a steal. Franklin. Banks for three. Not this time. Holyfield goes up high to get the rebound.
Nice job on the glass by Aurora. See, Austin Reel is very perceptive. He steps out and helps whenever he needs to.
Smith missed it. Wiggins has it, a minute to go. Bailey dumping it off to Banks, and the offensive foul called as Martell Bailey dumped it off to Cedric Banks.
Really nice job by Aurora West. Get back and stop penetration, set up. And here comes Lewis Smith, who's had a huge first quarter. Takes a big hit. He's taken a charge. He's got 2 or 3 rebounds, hit a couple threes. He has really come out ready to play tonight.
First foul on Martell Bailey and the first on Westinghouse. Into the ball game, Johnny Tate, 6'2" senior, number 5 for the Warriors.
Here comes Westinghouse out of their trap. 1-3-1, 3-quarter court press here. They'll drop into a 2-3 zone. Nope, they're going to go.
Reel in the lane, in traffic, muscles it up.
Westinghouse ganging up on Austin Reel in the lane. They love to change defenses, whether it's man-to-man, drop into a 2-3, 1-3-1. Chris Head loves to give you different looks. Now here's Austin Reel. There's 4 green shirts, 5 green shirts in the lane, and he gets contact.
Kind of looks like Aurora West against Darius Miles earlier today.
Exactly right. Pitch a tent, say we're not going to let the big guy beat us.
Reel 75% free throw shooter. Gives Aurora West a 3-point lead. And here is Martell Bailey after a brief stay on the bench, and Tate back out with 35 seconds to go. Real 2 for 2.
You get pressure out of Aurora West, a different look.
Banks on the receiving end of that rifled pass from the wing.
What a great finish inside. Pass is outstanding.
20 seconds to go in a fast-paced first quarter. Smith, a 3 from up top. Tipped back up by Reel, got it again, blocked. Tobler with 5 seconds to go. Bailey, 1 second. The foul called with 0.6 of a second.
Martell Bailey is maybe the quickest guard I have ever seen. It is amazing how he gets down the court that fast. Now there's the basket, it comes in. Now look how fast he gets. 94 feet, he gets himself into the lane, there's the contact, and he goes to the line. He created that through great ability and drive.
Lewis Smith called for the foul, his first. Bailey at the line. Martell Bailey, 66% free throw shooter. Westinghouse is a team, 63%. Into the ball game, Jamal Thompson replacing Holyfield.
It's a good move by Chris Head. Back everybody off the lane. Why take a chance on a cheap foul and get everybody deep so you cannot give up a baseball pass?
2-point game. 0.6 of a second. And there will not be a shot. End of 1 in this IHSA Class AA championship game. And the Blackhawks of Aurora West lead the Westinghouse Warriors by 2 points, 17-15. The broadcast rights for this event have been granted to Fox Sports Net and Intersport Television by the Illinois High School Association. Any reproduction or rebroadcast without the expressed written consent of Fox Sports Net, Intersport TV, and the IHSA is strictly prohibited. That's the view when you step to the free throw line at one end of Carver Arena. A giant monitor up top so the fans can watch the replays and Get a closer look at the action as we begin the second quarter with Aurora West leading Westinghouse by 17-15. Aurora West in white. There's Thompson. Jenkins gives it up to Smith, traveling.
I remember watching West Aurora play down in Champaign back in 1984. They had the great Kenny Battle and Randy Norman, an outstanding shooter, and they lost to Ben Wilson and Simeon in the semifinals. It was one of the best games I've seen. Unbelievable talent.
And Westinghouse takes a timeout. There's Coach Chris Head trying to coach this team to a championship in their first ever title game appearance. The Chicago Public League has won 3 of the last 10 state titles. Of course, a couple of those to King, Young, a couple of years ago. You say you love Chicago sports? You already know about Chicago's only daily half-hour dose of your favorite teams and sports figures. The Game Room, nightly at 7 or before the game, only on Fox Sports Net.
There's a whole crew of Public League people, Landon Cox, J.W. Smith, all decked out in green and gold hats, cheering on Westinghouse here.
Trammell. Martell Bailey.
I like this move, putting Bailey out top. He can operate. He's so quick, he can beat you to the paint and create things.
Holyfield. Now Trammell bouncing to Banks, and he's called for the travel, and that's 6 turnovers now by Westinghouse.
And that's the right call. Coach Head shaking his hands, but he wasn't happy. But that is the right call.
Thompson looking for Jenkins. Jenkins ended up on the floor. The ball will belong to Aurora West. Neither of these teams has lost since right around the time we were all sweating out Y2K. Thompson hitting from up top.
Nice job by Aurora West on the inbound play.
At the other end, in traffic, Martell Bailey.
He's just one of the best guards I've seen in a long time. He does everything well. A great young man as well.
Austin Reel finds Holyfield an open look at a 3 and his first miss of this tournament. Franklin. Bailey chases it down. Glances back at Coach Head. Gonna run a set play here, Cap.
Yep, they're going to try and stack everybody on one. They're going to actually go a double stack, and they're going to let Bailey operate. And I think they're going to try and get Cedric Banks an opportunity here, spotting up or take Bailey. And there is Banks.
Banks in traffic. Out of bounds. Westinghouse ball.
Normally out of that double stack, it's a Bailey penetration move with Banks flaring out, and Bailey kicks or takes it all the way to the rack.
Into the ball game for Westinghouse. Jamal Washington, 6'5" junior. He is their tallest player.
Now look at the movement here. Look at the movement on this inbounds play. It's very tough to find your man. But a lot of banging going on down in the low post.
In the corner, the ball knocked away. Aurora West ball. The bounce pass intended for Banks, and he couldn't handle it in the corner. Lewis Smith brings it up. Turnovers in the game. Westinghouse with 7 of the 10, and the points off turnover, 10 for Aurora West.
That's a huge stat, because the big thing that concerned Coach Kirkman was, could we take care of the basketball, is what he kept saying. Will we turn it over? They are as good a defensive team as he's ever seen in terms of quickness and pressure. Right now, it's gone the other way.
Foul on Jamal Washington, 3rd Westinghouse foul. The baseline shot by Thompson, and Jamal Thompson, 11 points earlier today against East St. Louis. He's got 4 here in the second quarter, and it's a 4-point lead for Aurora West.
Well, that was a pre-set up option there offensively. Very nicely done.
Jenkins hit the deck. The offensive rebound chased down by Trammell in the lane. Bailey.
He is just prime time. Right now, I do not see the fire in Westinghouse's eyes and their defensive responsibilities. They're not as set. We got pounding going on inside with Austin Reel. He is banging with Jamal Washington.
And the offensive foul called. And we have a timeout with 4:45 to go in this, the second quarter of this championship game. Aurora West by 2. Welcome back to Carver Arena in the Peoria Civic Center. Dave Ennett, David Kaplan, Mitch Robinson with you. Aurora West leading Westinghouse 21-19. There is Martell Bailey, the leading scorer in the game with 9 points already. Bailey has hit 3 of his 5 field goal attempts, 2 for 2 from the line. And he's got 9 of the Warriors' 19 points. The foul, by the way, was not an offensive foul. The foul was called on Franklin of Westinghouse. And so Aurora West has the basketball. Jenkins on the baseline. Opposite side, Smith for 3, in and out. Jenkins had it, lost it. And then Thompson could not stay in.
In the second half, we're going to try and show you an unbelievable matchup inside. Austin Reel and Jamal Washington are just pounding each other.
The inbounds pass hit the bottom of the glass. At the other end, Washington missed. Jenkins has it. Holyfield. Smith got it down low to Reel, and Reel draws the foul. Cap, who does this pace favor right now?
I was about to say that. It's favoring Westinghouse. Aurora's got to settle down. Now watch the contact. Look at the banging inside. Coach Head wanted to travel in there. I did not see the travel. It was tough to tell.
Jamal Washington, second foul. Reel at the line. He is 2 for 2 in the game. Austin Reel earlier today, 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 blocks against Darius Miles in East St. Louis. And Banks beat Reel to the ball. Bailey, the pull-up. Oh, got it. 11 for Martell Bailey, and we are tied at 21.
Right now, he's just taking the game over. I mean, he's the guy that has brought Westinghouse back and has kept them in this ballgame because they are not playing their style of ball. Here we go, 1-3-1 zone that they're going to run. That could leave the corner open for shooters like Holyfield or Lewis Smith, possibly.
Reel's 15-footer. Washington nearly had it, coming out of there with it. Franklin. And I think they got Jamal Thompson for the reach. Coming up at halftime, Mitch Robinson will be in conversation with David Fry, the executive director of the Illinois High School Association. We'll have a look at stats and highlights from the first half, and we'll hear from both the coaches coming up at the half. Thompson on the bench after picking up his first foul.
We were just talking about the pace. The pace of the game has definitely gone in favor of Westinghouse because they've been able to force the action, and Aurora's taken a couple of poor shots. You don't want Austin Reel taking 16-footers. Travel.
And Banks.
Chris Head is irate on the sidelines.
8 turnovers by Westinghouse. And that's the second travel on Cedric Banks. Holyfield for 3. Well, he's only missed 1. 2 for 3 tonight.
That's his 8th three in the 2 days he's been down here. 8 out of 9 from the floor, and that was a good, clean look. And Aurora slowed it down and got back to what they want to do.
And Aurora West back in front by 3, out of bounds to Westinghouse.
The tempo of the game changed again as Aurora West came down and said, okay, we're going to play a little pitch and catch. Today it was a 6-pass rule that Coach Kirkman told me about. He said, hey, no shots before 6 pass attempts unless it's a wide open layup. Here they did that right down in the half court. Said we're going to play a little pitch and catch and slow it right back down. Good call.
Bailey finally missed one. Then a foul in the scramble for the rebound.
That was a tough shot. Martell's feeling it. That was a very tough shot to try and complete. And then the foul came almost out of frustration trying to come up with a loose ball.
2.5 to go in this first half. Aurora West with the basketball and a 3-point lead. Robler Smith has the open look for a 3. Banks got the rebound. A lot of contact. Franklin slowly gets up. Now Banks, the runner, and real strong for the rebound. Then he knocked down Bailey. They play on. Tobler at the other end. Awfully physical right now.
Boy, there is banging going on at both ends. Martell Bailey got clocked right here. Down he goes. Now here comes Aurora in transition. Great pass to the middle of the floor. And there's your foul.
Franklin will be called for the foul here. There he is. Number 12, second foul on Franklin, 7th team foul. Rob Tobler, 66% free throw shooter. Four-point Aurora West lead. Banks to Bailey. Banks fade away. Missed again. Smith the rebound. Cedric Banks, 2 of 8 shooting now. Here's Jenkins. And Thompson will step to the free throw line. Once it gets up, they got hammered down, and Washington called for the foul. That's his 3rd.
Well, he's going to have to sit down. I think Coach Ed will take him out. He'll come in with Johnny Tate, but you give up a little bit of size, which you need to combat Austin Reel. And let me tell you, folks, Austin Reel is banging inside. There is a lot of contact going on. Benny Lewis said today during the game, he said, it's a football game out there. Well, that's how West Side likes to play. They turn it into a football game. You have to respond.
In the ball game, Hollyfield returning. There's Johnny Tate coming in for Westinghouse.
It's an extremely tough game to officiate. Very tough, because you have to always be looking at advantage, disadvantage. Some of the ancillary contact the officials won't call.
And Tate comes off the bench, grabs the rebound. Bailey brings it up. Martell Bailey, leading scorer in the game. Real kept that one alive. Real wants it inside. That goes out on the wing and gets it. We approach the final minute of the first half. There's Jenkins. Gets it back from Thompson. He's got his own rebound.
Wow, West High is really going hard to the glass right now. Westinghouse has to really settle down and see if they can get some penetration and get a clean look from the perimeter. And that's what they're going to get.
Banks missed the three. Out of bounds, Aurora West ball.
That's exactly what they wanted. Get Cedric Banks the look from the corner.
Cap, I would think now that West High will hold for the final shot. Be no worse than 7 points ahead at halftime. Hollyfield to Smith. Traveling. Well, they won't get the opportunity to hold.
Now, Martell Bailey has 2 fouls, correct?
Martell Bailey has 2 fouls.
I would have him on the bench for the final 26 seconds. You can't take a chance on him with his penetration charging. You can't have 3 fouls on him or you're in a world of hurts.
Cedric Banks. Up to Bailey. Bailey knocked down and the foul called. Cedric Banks to this point is hit just 2 of 9 shots. Martell Bailey is carrying Westinghouse.
He has strapped him on his back.
Bailey 2 for 2 from the line. Free throw off and good. Bailey got his career high in the Public League semifinal victory over Simeon. 28 points. Here's Thompson returning for Hollyfield.
Coach Ed is obviously going to let Martell play the final 17 seconds.
13 for Bailey. 5-point game. Real. Up for grabs. Bailey got it. Time winding down. 2 seconds. Smith from 3/4 court. And we have reached halftime in this championship game. And a moment ago, it looked like a 7-point halftime lead at worst. For Aurora West, it's a 3-point lead at the half. Let's go to Mitch Robinson.
Coach, we talked about the turnovers before the game. You also talked about physical play. You need to get a tub of ice for Austin Real. Your guys are really banging the glass.
Well, we are. We're getting after the boards pretty good, and we've been able to cut our turnovers down. That last play, we tried to hurry things up a little bit. We cannot try to play beyond ourselves against these guys because they'll force us into some more turnovers.
You got to feel positive going into the half. Your guys definitely showed up for this game.
I thought they would. I thought they would, and I was pretty sure they would. And they have. It's going to be a good ball game.
All right, we'll see you in the second half.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach. When we come back, halftime gets underway with the executive director, David Fry. Stay with us right here on Fox Sports Net. Welcome back to Carver Arena. It is halftime of the boys AA state championship. Aurora West leading 28-25 over Westinghouse. I'm Mitch Robinson, and joining me now, the executive director of the IHSA, David Fry. And David, we were just saying, we're glad this weekend's here. We've seen great action. Boy, is it exhausting.
It really is. You get very, very tired, especially when you work as hard as I do, sitting around and smiling and enjoying yourself.
Talk to me about it. We were talking at the March Madness experience. Over 80,000 people this weekend have been in and out of the doors. It's incredible the turnout you guys have had here in Peoria this year.
It really is, Mitch. And each year, the folks here in Peoria have done a little bit bigger and better. New games. The Highway to Heaven has been extraordinary this weekend.
I like seeing a packed house here. You got to be excited. No matter where the bid goes, you know you're going to have good bids to choose from.
There's no question about that. One of the things that getting competition involved 5 years ago has boosted the value and the public interest in these events, and we can't lose wherever we go.
I heard you had a nice announcement about girls volleyball earlier today.
We did. We announced that the board today decided to award contract for girls volleyball to Normal and Redbird Arena at ISU for the next 5 years.
Oh, that's great. Now let's talk about tonight's game at hand. You've seen the physical play underneath the boards. Do you remember being that physical when you were in high school?
I can't remember ever thinking that physical, Mitch. This is nothing like I used to play.
I know politically you probably can't give a pick for the second half.
Well, somebody's going to come out on top. I can tell you one thing. This game has been extraordinarily quick, up and down the floor and very physical, and I think we're just seeing the beginning of it. It's going to get tougher in the second half.
We're all winners for watching these two teams.
Absolutely. You can't go wrong when you're part of March Madness.
See, I know how to play into your hand. Thanks a lot, David. Nice to see you again. Good job. Stay with us. When halftime resumes, we'll have first half highlights with Dave and Dave.
Halftime in this IHSA Class AA championship game. The Blackhawks of Aurora West leading the Westinghouse Warriors at the half by a score of 28-25. This is what you want a championship game to be. Welcome back, everybody. Dave Ennett and David Kaplan. Great first half, and the intensity level is what you would expect in a title game, Cap.
It's outstanding. It's two heavyweight teams, two heavyweight programs, rich in tradition, and both playing their guts out here. Westinghouse, I thought, got the tempo going for a little bit in that first half, but most of the half, I thought West Aurora controlled tempo.
Let's take a look as Lewis Smith got Aurora West off to a quick start.
Yeah, he got a good look from three, came off of a screen, loaded up, knocked down the triple. And then Austin Reel had a very good first half, a very aggressive first half. There's your contact, and he lays it in. Then it was the Martell Bailey show. This guy is prime time. One of the best guards in America. Now he'll show you long range. Boom. And then it's Austin Reel inside again, off of a scrum for a loose ball. His responsibility, get to the basket. There's your cutter, find him, he lays it in. And then Derek Hollyfield, who is 8 of 9 from 3 in this tournament, squares up, buries it. And then we end it with Martell Bailey in transition, finishing.
That 8 of 9, by the way, 89% three-point shooting by Hollyfield, who has 6 points, as do Smith and Reel. Bailey with 15 of the 25 Westinghouse points. Banks with only 5. Cap, do they have to get more out of Cedric Banks if they hope to win this game?
Well, some of the opportunities that he normally would get would come off of Bailey penetration, but Martell Bailey has been able to finish going to the rim so well. It's taken shot opportunities away from Cedric Banks. So I think Banks will probably get some more looks, because I'm sure at Aurora West locker room is all about how do we take penetration away from Martell Bailey.
Good point. Out on the floor, the East St. Louis Flyers receiving their third place awards. They defeated Peoria Richwoods 70-47. And here it's Aurora West leading Westinghouse 28-25. Halftime, Aurora West leading top-ranked Westinghouse in this championship game, 28-25. The third place trophy presented to the Flyers of East St. Louis. There they are, Darius Miles and company. Coach Benny Lewis honored with the third place trophy. And of course, Benny Lewis, who owns 4 state championship trophies, now the third place trophy here tonight. What a tournament for Darius Miles.
He's the best player in Illinois. We've talked about it all weekend long. He is a stallion. I mean, prime time candidate National Player of the Year. Every honor you can bestow on a high school player, he is richly deserving of. And if you didn't see his performance yesterday, and you can get a tape of the game, you'll watch one of the greatest performances in the history of the Illinois high school tournament.
Our country company's halftime stats. Aurora West out shooting Westinghouse 42% to 39%. Three-point shooting 40% for the Blackhawks. And Westinghouse at 43% from beyond the arc. Rebounding fairly even. Turnovers, 2 more by Westinghouse. And there you see the fast break points.
Well, fast break points, everyone expected to go in favor of Westinghouse. But the thing, if you're Aurora West, you have to be concerned with is you only have a 1 rebound advantage over Westinghouse, and you've got a bigger team. Now, you don't have a 7-footer inside, but Austin Reel has got to do yeoman work on the glass in the second half. He had 4 rebounds in the first half. Aurora West has to dominate the boards, and they have to take care of the ball. They've got 6 turnovers right now.
Let's go to Mitch Robinson, standing by with Coach Chris Head.
Thanks a lot, Coach. What'd you talk to the guys at halftime?
It's just settle down a little bit, you know. She was racing a little bit. We're a little bit impatient. Telling us a long game. We got a lot of time left. just settle down a little bit.
It's nice to see your guys are going shot for shot underneath the boards. This is one of the most physical games I've seen downstate.
Yeah, it's been physical. We're getting to the basket. We're just not hitting any shots. So we continue to get to the basket in the second half. Hopefully we can hit some shots. We'll be okay.
It's nice to see you smiling. Wait till the bell rings in about 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck. Stay with us. Dave, back to you.
All right, Mitch. Never listen to anything else I say. Stay with us here. This is going to be a great second half. 3-point lead, Aurora West over Westinghouse. We are set for the beginning of the third quarter in this 2000 IHSA Class AA Championship game. Aurora West, the Blackhawks, leading Westinghouse, the Warriors, 28-25. Westinghouse has the ball to start the third quarter. Here's Martell Bailey, leading scorer in the game, finding Franklin, and it's a 1-point game.
Boy, that was quick. Real nice job to penetrate and find a cutter going to the basket.
Here's Fowler with 2 fouls.
Two-three zone out of Westinghouse. They've shown a number of looks.
Ball reversal to Fowler, and now Thompson. Got it, Jamal Thompson.
Very nice job. Ball movement against the zone. Good patience, and they get a clean look and knock it down.
Thompson has hit 3 of 5 shots thus far. Trammell, Wiggins, and here's Martell Bailey going to work. A little too strong, and on a weak side, Lewis Smith grabs the rebound. They got it into Rio. Size paid off there.
Well, that was being the bigger, stronger guy on the block, and he outworked everybody, came up with the ball and gets the stick back.
5-point lead for the Blackhawks. Holyfield nearly got the steal. What was it Coach Head was saying? He told him to settle down.
Exactly right.
Second chance points. 8-point advantage. Aurora West. Through the legs of Trammell, picked up by Smith.
Crowd was buzzing, wanting it over and back, but Austin Reel had not established all 3 points in the front court. That's the key to over and back. Both feet and the ball.
Great ball movement, but Rio missed from close in. Banks. Got it. 3-point field goal, Cedric Banks. Timeout, Westinghouse.
Well, Coach Head is talking with Trammell.
Talking to Trammell, I think.
He's not discussing with him, he's lecturing him. There's Cedric Banks, spots up from well beyond the arc and buries it.
Banks now with 8. The excitement of March continues tomorrow on Fox Sports Net. At 1 o'clock, a special 1-hour pregame edition of The Game Room. At 2 o'clock, the Colorado Rockies battle Sammy Sosa and the Cubs live from Mesa. At 5 o'clock, the Blackhawk Cup, the State High School Hockey Championship, New Trier against Naperville Central. And then at 8:30, the NCAA Women's Tournament second round action. The Fighting Illini and Iowa State, all tomorrow, all live on Fox Sports Net. My partner headed for Mesa in
I'll
Cubs
be at that
camp.
game tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
Breaking my heart.
I think it was 86 there today.
Knock it off. Here's Real. I hear there's a cold front moving in to the Mesa area.
Yeah, when I leave.
Thompson, Real surrounded. Back out with it.
Lewis Smith is open if they will look for him on the perimeter.
Thompson on the baseline, Jamal Thompson.
Well, he rises up and buries it along the baseline. Nice patience again.
Franklin for 3.
Gordon Kirkman yelling out to his team, patience.
What's the perfect Aurora West possession? How many passes?
Probably 8 to 10. Eat up some clock. You got a 4-point lead and get a clean look from 15 feet or a spotted up 3 out of possibly Smith or Hollyfield.
Fowler has some open looks, but he doesn't shoot much.
No, you have to basically back off and dare him to shoot it. And he can make it too.
Hollyfield will take the 3. Got it! 9 out of 10 in Peoria.
I don't know if that's the shot Coach Kirkman wanted, but boy, you got a clean look, and when you're 9 of 10, you feel it. Confidence in that shot. He was loaded up and buried it.
At the other end, blocked by Smith. He knocks Banks' shot back into the seats. And we have an official timeout on the floor. Midway through the third quarter in this championship game. It's Aurora West by 7. The Blackhawks have outscored the Warriors 9-5 since halftime, and they have extended their lead to 7 points, 37-30. The Aurora West Rowdies across from us.
Next 2 minutes to me are the key to this entire basketball game. Westinghouse out of a timeout is going to try and get penetration, get Cedric Banks involved. You see him down on the low block. If they can get this game back in a tie or a 1 or 2 point game, then we have an unbelievable fourth quarter. There's a stick back out of Banks. Aurora wants to try and shorten the amount of time Westinghouse could score by playing very, very patient offensively here for the final 4 minutes.
Banks now with 10. 5-point lead, Aurora West. From the corner, Hollyfield, his second miss of the state final, but he gets the rebound. Now Reel muscling in off the glass. Austin Reel.
Austin Reel just overpowered Westinghouse on the low block, and we had 9 passes on that possession.
Now Bailey knocked out on the 3-point shot, gets up, and Fowler has it for Aurora West. Two and a half to go. Reel wants it inside once again.
That's a 10 pass possession so far.
And counting.
11, 12, 13.
From up top, Smith for 3. And Tobler gets the rebound.
16 passes, and now you reset your offense. And you've got it to the 2-minute mark.
Reel, it's deflected and taken away. Wiggins off to Banks. Cedric Banks goes to work. Banks firing. Cedric Banks heating up.
Well, he's a key guy offensively because they have really, Aurora West, done a nice job on Martell Bailey. He has not been able to get to the rim here in the third quarter, but Cedric Banks is a prime-time scorer.
Tobler saves it in the corner.
Minute and a half to go now, here third quarter.
It's a 5-point Aurora West lead. For 3, Smith. Franklin had it in traffic. Bailey chases it down in the corner. And here's Trammell on the run. Some numbers. And the ball trickles out of bounds. It will be Westinghouse ball with 1:12 to go. Jamal Thompson returning for the Blackhawks. And Martell Bailey is going to take a seat. And into the ball game. No, he's not. I take that back. He's going to inbound the ball. Taking a seat is Wiggins. And Johnny Tate is into the game. Banks measures a 3. Bailey battling for the rebound, out of bounds. Westinghouse ball.
See, to me, Westinghouse is settling here, Dave. They're not penetrating to the basket, which is what got them back in the game when Aurora had a 7 or 8 point lead in the first half. You don't need to take the first available three.
Trammell for three. Aurora West will have it with 59 seconds to go in the third.
If we compare and contrast the last two possessions, you had 16 passes out of Aurora West. They didn't get a bucket, but they ran a lot of time. Westinghouse took 2 contested threes, and now Aurora goes back on offense. Not a good series there for the Westinghouse Warriors.
Tobler out. There's Thompson in the front court. Holyfield, three-pointer, good!
Open look, open clean look, and he buries it. When you're playing with the lead, you play with confidence.
8-point lead, 36 seconds to go, and the foul, offensive foul on Martell Bailey.
Well, nobody gets out. Look at the screen out of Austin Reel. That's the unsung hero of that play. You don't see the screen in the box score, but he gets his buddy Holyfield a clean look, and then here comes Bailey completely out of control. No question it's a charge.
3 fouls now on Martell Bailey. 34, Nathan Eimer, 6'2" junior in for Aurora West. The Blackhawks with the ball. Tobler.
West Aurora content now to run down the clock.
Maybe, but it's thrown into the arms of Banks. There's Bailey, grabbed by Jenkins. And that's the first foul here in the second half on Aurora West.
And only one on Westinghouse.
Trammell missed. Smith grabs it. 6 seconds. And a foul. Well, there's 2 on Westinghouse. Johnny Tate called for this one with 5 seconds to go. Here's Fowler returning.
Good substitution. You bring in the best ball handler that you have. With 5 seconds left, you do not want to turn over in the backcourt and give Westinghouse a chance to hit a quick 3.
3 seconds. Fowler's going to have to fire on the run. Got it! Breaks it in at the buzzer.
He buries it the long range, and that will give Aurora unbelievable momentum as we head to quarter number 4.
What a shot. End of 3. Let's take a look. As we head to the 4th quarter, Fowler at the buzzer. And it's Aurora West 45-34 as we reach the end of 3 in this AA championship game. We begin the 4th quarter in this Class AA championship game. Aurora West leading top-ranked Westinghouse 45-34. And Mike Fowler, who hit that 3-pointer at the buzzer moments ago, gives it up to Lewis Smith. Now Holyfield, who has 12 points in the game, and on the run, Fowler missed it. And here's Westinghouse. Martell Bailey did not score in the 3rd quarter. He's got 3 fouls, remember. Cedric Banks down the lane. Got it! Count the basket for Cedric Banks.
Well, he's an All-American. An All-American step up when you have to have a play made. And there's a nice crossover dribble. He goes right by Lewis Smith into the lane. There's a little bit of contact, and he says, yes. Hoop harm 3-point play. That is Curtis Shaw. His son, Travis Williams, was the point guard on the '97 club that lost in the championship game. Curtis had been there 22 years as the assistant, and before the game, he went up to each and every guy in the locker room by name and said, "Do you believe we can win the championship?" And they had to give him a loud, resounding yes, and then they took the court. He got them ready to play along with Coach Kirkman and the staff.
The foul, by the way, the third on Mike Fowler. Team fouls even at 2. All the way in Thompson, and the offensive foul called on Jamal Thompson.
Well, Cedric Banks makes the play happen at one end and now takes the charge at the other.
8-point Aurora West lead with 7:07 to go. Martell Bailey.
Well, you want the ball in his hands.
Well, I guess. Although I think you don't mind having it in Banks' hands. Austin Reel grabs it. And the foul. Cedric Banks jarred the ball loose from the arms of Austin Reel.
Coach Head very upset with the foul call. His bench erupted when they heard the whistle.
First foul on Banks. Team fouls even at 3.
That's a heck of a job by Fowler to keep the dribble. Heck of a job.
And now Fowler is fouled. Getting up from the floor slowly. Franklin went barreling into him. Let's check out our Taco Bell game summary. Through 3 quarters, there you see the 3-point shooting. Aurora West at 44%, Westinghouse 29%, and Hollyfield 4 of 6 on 3-pointers. 12 points in the game to lead Aurora West.
Good discipline. Hollyfield had a bit of a look, but the way Aurora plays, throw it back out and reset and run clock, especially with an 8-point lead.
Thompson being pressured. Stolen. Bailey grabs it. Martell Bailey spinning his way into traffic, and he travels. A little too much spinning.
Chris Head just yelled out, there should be some justice here. Not happy with the call.
Bodies flying all over the place. Turnovers in the game, fairly even. One more by the house.
Well, got a matchup in there that doesn't help Westinghouse. Austin Reel on Martell Bailey, and it leads to a basket. You cannot guard him with Martell Bailey, especially with Martell sitting with 3 fouls. It's a Dunkirk you cannot win.
10-point Aurora West lead. Now Bailey for 3. And Smith has it.
Westinghouse starting to lose their focus a little bit here. Last 2 times down, questionable 3-point decisions. They're quicker at every spot. They've got to take the ball to the basket.
Real stripped to the ball and fouled.
It's a smart move by Aurora. Dive that ball down a low block every single time because Austin Reel's operating. He's very physical. He's bigger than anyone out there. Westinghouse's problem, they don't have anyone to guard it. There's your contact inside, and there's your foul. Weak side help was Bailey. He was late getting over.
First foul on Trammell, 5th team foul. At the line, Austin Reel. Reel 2 of 5 from the free throw line now. There's Tobler returning. Austin Reel came into the Elite 8 shooting a blistering 83% from the floor. It's dipped to 80%, but I don't think you'll hear too many complaints from Coach Kirkman. (48-37), this equals the largest lead. Banks partially blocked, still caught, put back up and missed. And traveling on Austin Real.
Well, the crowd doesn't like the call. Now let's see, you make the call. Austin Real goes up, good position, he's got the rebound. Is he being fouled? I don't see one. I think there was pretty good defense in there. Johnny Tate may have got a hand on the ball, but I didn't see a foul.
5 minutes to go. The pass saved for Franklin, but Real gets down, missed the lay-in, got it back. Shot blocked by Franklin, foul called. Cap, that could have been worse for Westinghouse.
Absolutely. Could have had a three-point score opportunity. A lot of contact in there. Loose ball. Now Austin Real takes it. Knows going right to the basket. Probably didn't need to try and make a reverse layup. Just jump stop and go right to the rim. And there's the contact over the top.
Fourth foul on Franklin. Real right back at the line. Missed it.
Free throws. We saw that be a problem for East St. Louis earlier today. They had Aurora by 5 and missed 5 straight free throw attempts, 3 of which were 1-and-1.
Ended up 7 of 15 from the line. Real makes the second. And we have a timeout on the floor. 4:53 to go in regulation in the state championship game. Aurora West 49-37. This weekend's coverage of March Madness on Fox Sports Net has been produced and directed by Jim Corno Jr. and Kathy Mundy. Our associate producers, Jeff Miller and Bruce Mitchell. Facilities manager, Moheen Ramsey. Our director of programming, Greg Bowman. And the executive producer of Fox Sports Net Chicago is Dan Lafferty. And with David Kaplan and Mitch Robinson, I'm Dave Ennett. 4:53 to go. Aurora West leading Westinghouse 49-37. What a tournament this has been. Is there a run left in Westinghouse? Down by 12, their biggest deficit from the corner. Trammell got it! Three-pointer, Dennis Trammell.
That is a huge triple. Gets you back into a 9-point deficit. Now you got to kick up your defensive pressure, come up with a stop.
Fowler to Tobler. Now, you look back at that shot that Fowler hit at the end of the third quarter. Seven fouls now in Westinghouse. And Aurora West in the bonus. Real 4 of 8 from the line. Here's Thompson returning, replacing Tobler. Real got it. This to equal the largest lead, or come within 1 of it, and he missed it, and Tate goes high to grab the rebound. It was 49-37, actually. 12 points, the largest. Right now it's a 10-point advantage. Saved inbounds to Franklin. Banks for 3. Ball loose in the corner.
It'll be Aurora ball.
Aurora West will have the basketball.
Westinghouse up, obviously, in their press situation.
5 seconds. And the press has the desired effect. Westinghouse. Banks. And the blocking foul called.
I don't know.
Thompson
I got to see that again because we're at the other end. I think that's an offensive foul.
Here it is again.
There comes Banks. He's going to spin. That's close.
I don't know. I don't think
he may not have had his feet set.
I think it's a good call.
That angle, I've got to say the official got the call right.
3:50 to go. Banks, long jumper. Franklin battling for the rebound, out of bounds. Westinghouse ball.
Gordy Kirkman doesn't like the call. But what coach likes any call that goes against him?
Reverse layup, Banks.
What a take.
8-point game.
Now Banks hounding Fowler. That's a pretty good matchup for Westinghouse because Banks with the long arms can really disrupt Fowler's ability to try and kill clock.
Westinghouse picking it up intensity-wise. Why not with 3 minutes to go in a championship game? Thompson breaks free. Now Holyfield, too strong. Tate had it knocked out of his arms, but got it back.
Well, that was a tough shot along the baseline. It's a 3-4 footer where you can't use the board. Holyfield likes him from 20 feet.
That's right. That was too close.
Absolutely. He's got 10 threes this weekend.
Unbelievable. Banks has it taken away by Thompson. The ball will still belong to Westinghouse.
Looked like Banks double dribbled. He fumbled it, put it on the deck, picked it up, then started his dribble again.
2.5 to go.
Now watch the movement out of Westinghouse on their inbounds play. They have several different plays that they'll run on baseline out of bounds, but almost all of them involve movement. Look at this. You normally don't see.
Trammell. 2.5 remaining. Banks back out. Trammell for three. Not this time. Ball loose on the floor. Real picks it up.
Real's been huge in the second half on the glass. Really done a wonderful job at bringing a physical play to the game and rebounding.
Here's Real down the lane, off the glass, in and out, and Westinghouse gets the ball.
Got to convert that. Got to convert that play. You get Real flashing down the lane. You can see it developing the whole way. He's got to convert this.
At the other end, Bailey. What a shot, Martell Bailey. Timeout, Westinghouse. Bailey scoreless in the second half until that basket to bring Westinghouse within 6 with 2:03 remaining in regulation.
Tell you what, we've got one heck of a state championship going on here. Two heavyweights just fighting their guts out for a championship.
Aurora West has won 22 in a row. Westinghouse has won 19 in a row. One of those streaks will come to a conclusion.
Defense, defense. 1, 2, 3, defense.
Let's go to Mitch Robinson. Mitch?
Hey guys, listening in on the Westinghouse huddle, they want to get the ball up quickly and they want to keep firing. Coach Chris Head said, attack, attack, attack. This one is not over yet. Back to you.
Sure isn't. 2-possession game. 2 minutes to go. There's Martell Bailey. 17 points in the game.
Well, think about the three that Fowler hit at the end of the quarter. A three from 45 feet. You take that off the scoreboard, and man, are we looking at tooth and nail, shifting tide, ebb and flow.
That may have been the shot of the game. Our Pepsi player of the game, Austin Real. 15 points, 9 rebounds, 5 of 12 shooting. Couple assists. Austin Real, our Pepsi player of the game.
He gets it because of the physical play and the job he did on the glass. He was the difference inside to this point in time.
Deflected out of bounds by Martell Bailey, who nearly tumbles into press row. A lot of talk that Bailey and Banks want to play college ball together, Cap.
We have heard that. I mean, they're both big-time Division I players. They can go almost anywhere they want.
2 minutes to go. Banks eyeing that basketball as Fowler crosses into the front court. Got it down low, and Smith lost it out of bounds. Last touched by Westinghouse. Fowler looking to get it in. Leaping grabs Smith. Holyfield not giving him an open look right now, though I don't imagine they'll be shooting threes, will they?
I would be shocked if Aurora took a bad shot.
Leading by 6. Here's Thompson. Thompson fouled by Trammell. And a 1-and-1 opportunity here. So third foul on Trammell. 8th team foul. So Thompson at the line. 1 for 2 tonight.
Sure, there's some famous Aurora West alums hoping their club hangs on. Tom Skilling, the weatherman, and John Drury from Channel 7. Kenny Battle, of course, the great player. He played at Northern and at the University of Illinois, and a long career in the NBA. Now with the Globetrotters.
11 for Thompson, 8-point lead. Aurora West. Westinghouse needs points in a hurry. Banks off the glass. Timeout Westinghouse.
What a shot.
Cedric Banks with a runner with the left hand. And it's a 6-point game with 1:20 to go. Don't forget tomorrow on Fox Sports Net Chicago, starting at 1 o'clock, a special 1-hour pregame edition of the Game Room. Then at 2, the Rockies battle Sammy Sosa and the Cubs live from Mesa. At 5 p.m., the Black Hawk Cup, the state high school hockey championship, as New Trier. It'll be quite a weekend for them. New Trier takes on Naperville Central. Then the NCAA Women's Tournament second round game. Teresa Grenson, Illinois, against Iowa State at 8:30. All live and all on Fox Sports Net Chicago.
What a great time of year this is. Today, more upsets in the NCAA. Maryland blown out by UCLA. St. John's gone. It's just amazing. Wisconsin knocks out Arizona.
So the top seed gone in the West. There's Cedric Banks. 17 points in the game. Or actually 19, make that. Let's reset the game for you. Possession arrow, Aurora West. 5 timeouts left for Coach Kirkman. And a couple of fouls to give. There's a quick foul. That's going to be the 9th foul on Westinghouse. Still a 1-and-1. Trammell with his 4th. But congratulations once again to the Illinois High School Association and the city of Peoria. What a great job they do with this tournament.
Phenomenal. It's just such a great event down here. The community gets behind it. And David Fry, Jim Flynn, Marty Hickman, and their staff do a wonderful job putting on the best March Madness celebration in America.
Are they a minute 19 away from a championship? You never know it. Not sure they know it at the moment. Real makes them both. Big free throws by Austin Real. Makes it an 8-point game. So it's a 3-possession game now in favor of Aurora West. Banks trying to shake free. The skip pass. And now Franklin missed it. Tate blocked by Real. Smith grabs it. And fouled.
Yeah, they're starting to party up in Aurora. Austin Real, our Pepsi player of the game. There's the open look you want. Missed badly. There's the offensive board. Get it out. Lewis Smith cleans it up. Here comes the block again. Real says, not tonight. And there's Lewis Smith to grab the carom. And now 2 free throw opportunities.
Yep, 10 team fouls on Westinghouse, so the double bonus, Lewis Smith. And this one would make it a 10-point lead. No. And Tate grabs the rebound. 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter. Bailey all the way in, got it. What a move. Is he something? And if, in fact, Cedric Banks and Martell Bailey are down to the last 53 seconds of their high school careers, they can certainly be proud of what they've done with the Westinghouse Warriors. Holyfield at the free throw line. 12 points in the ball game. All from three-point range. Seconds. Tramel for the corner, got it!
Buries the 3. It's a 4-point game.
41.7. Timeout. Westinghouse. 55-51. Tramel from Franklin.
Well, Austin Real flies out on the shooter. You can't do any better job. You got to credit the shooter. That is a great 3-point look. There's Tramel. Boom. Great opportunity for Westinghouse. Now, out of a timeout, they'll set up a very intense press and see if they can get a steal or commit a foul. I'm sure it's in Aurora's mind that the last time at the line, they missed 2.
Chris Head over at the scorer's table. Tramel with 3 3-point field goals. Is he checking on their timeouts?
I think he's figuring out who he wants to foul.
Holyfield a moment ago missed the 2 free throws prior to that 3-pointer. Here's a guy who's hit, what, 10 of 12 3-point field goals in this tournament. Game reset, possession arrow, Aurora West. 5 timeouts left for West, none for Westinghouse. Into Smith, and the quick foul. Not much time off the clock there. And to the free throw line goes Smith.
Well, that's not the guy I'd want to put on the line. I mean, this guy's an all-state performer, a fine shooter. We'll see if he can step up and knock 2 down. Now, going the other way now, for Westinghouse, I don't think you settle for the quick 3. I think you take it right to the rim.
This is shades of the semifinal. East St. Louis struggling from the line, and now it's Aurora West struggling. But Smith makes that one. And it's a 5-point game. Still a 2-possession ball game. Martell Bailey into the front court. Picked up his dribble, bounced it inside. Back up top, Bailey. Fouled! Banks was fouled! Cedric Banks.
Well, watch Cedric Banks come along the wing. There's Martell Bailey with the pass. In front of 2 defenders, nobody really gets up into him. He knocks down the shot and gets the little ticky-tack touch foul.
Timeout, Aurora West. Let's take another look at Cedric Banks. And a chance for a huge 3-point play with 28 seconds to go. 56-53. And the Westinghouse fans, supported by students and fans from other public league schools who've come down to Peoria in a great show of support for the Chicago Public League, enjoying, well, I don't know if they're relaxing very much at the moment, watching the Warriors trying to fight back. Bennett, three-point play, two-point game, 28 seconds. There's the foul. Banks fouls Jamal Thompson.
Well, Thompson will go to the line. 2 shots, double bonus time.
Four on Banks. Aurora West led by as many as 12 in the fourth quarter. The lead is 2. Make it 3. This to make it a 2-possession game with 23.1. Safe to say this is the biggest free throw of Jamal Thompson's career. And he drains it. 58-54.
Ice water in his veins. Now the All-Americans will take their opportunity.
Banks missed. Franklin the rebound. Banks chases it down. Trammell for 3. Got it! 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Clock moving. 5.1 remaining in the foul. It's a 1-point Aurora West lead.
Unbelievable ball.
Smokes.
Now watch this 3. Clock's running down. You got to get an opportunity. You don't get deeper than that. Right at the sideline, he drills it. And look at Chris Head. He's already coaching to the timeout. He sees that ball to that. Boom, get over here. That is a deep, deep 3.
And Trammell has hit a couple of them. He knows it. He knows how big that shot was. He's hit a couple of them here in the last 2 minutes to help key this rally by Westinghouse. And the top-ranked Warriors not done, but Cedric Banks is done. 22 points.
What heart on Westinghouse.
2-point lead. Timeout. Blackhawks. 5.1. Coach Kirkman 5 seconds away from his first state championship.
First in school history.
But does Westinghouse, be it Trammell, be it somebody else, have one more three-pointer in them?
Well, I would expect Aurora will foul as soon as the ball comes in. You gotta hack. Foul immediately. Obviously, you don't want to take a chance on a 4-point play, but in the backcourt, as soon as that ball comes in, you want to see if you can get a foul. Westinghouse is very quick. That's easier said than done.
(60-57), Aurora West. 3-point shooting. Westinghouse 7 of 23, a little under 33%. Aurora West 7 of 16. A three-pointer would tie it for Westinghouse. Again, Westinghouse out of timeouts. There's Holyfield. Wiggins into Bailey. 3 seconds. Bailey. And the pass deflected out of bounds. It will still be Westinghouse ball, but 0.8 of a second.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I would have kicked it off at all. I would have just taken the ball right to the three-point line and gone up.
They're going to put a half a second, if I'm lip reading correctly. Well, maybe not. 0.8 of a second.
Now here's where that precision timing system comes in. The clock stops on the official's whistle, keyed in through electronics.
Higgins fires. Aurora West, the AA champions for 2000. A furious rally by Westinghouse, but the Blackhawks are AA champs for the first time.
The two coaches embrace Gordon Kirkman. I'm sure memories of 1976 in his mind. John McDougall sitting at home watching. They were beaten at the buzzer by Morgan Park of the Public League. 97 they get to the championship game. And tonight, like last year, Gene Pegator paying dues all those years to win a title. Tonight, it's Coach Kirkman's chance to cut down the net and win a championship.
Aurora West fans taking it in. There's Cedric Banks in that crowd. There's Real, our Pepsi player of the game. Derek Holyfield, his three-point shooting keyed this run here in Peoria. Let's go to Mitch Robinson. Mitch.
Coach, congratulations. You know, 2 minutes, we were already counting it over. That was one heck of a finish.
Oh, it wasn't over. Hey, that's why they're as good as they are, because they didn't quit. They came back, but boy, our kids hung in there too, made some big free throws. We missed some big ones at the end, but we made some big ones right down at the end. Jamal Thompson, and great win for us.
Can't say enough about Holyfield on the outside and Real on the inside.
I can't say enough about any of them. Boy, but both of them did an outstanding job, but all these kids, they all contributed in some way or another.
Smiling from side to side. Congratulations, Coach. Nice job.
Thank you.
I got Austin Real in a second. Austin, right here. Hey, buddy, you worked like a warrior on the inside, banging boards all night. You played a heck of a game.
You know, we played so well tonight as a team. I don't even, you know, words can't even explain how I feel right now. I'm up there. I'm up there.
You guys get down here, and first you knock off the Giant this afternoon and Darius Miles. The team effort tonight, I mean, you had to know when Fowler hit that shot from outside, things were falling your way.
Actually, we jumped off to a surprisingly good start, and that really surprised me. You know, I thought we really didn't back down from him at all. You know, I think we were kind of the aggressors a little bit.
Are you guys now the bona fide number one?
I guess that's what this means, huh?
Congratulations, Austin. Come on in here, Holyfield. Heck of a job. You only missed, I think, one three-pointer in the whole tournament. You were on fire all the way up to the finals.
I tried my hardest. I was kind of down because I missed the 2 free throws. It could have put us up a little bit, but now it's a feeling I never felt this way before in my life.
You know, you read all the articles and you hear all the talk nationally about Westinghouse, and you guys just knocked them off.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I can't even explain how I feel right now.
How happy are you for the coach?
Coach Kirkman is one of the best coaches in high school basketball probably ever. So this is the first one. You probably ask him how happy he is.
How you like that crowd? That says it. He likes that crowd. Guys, over to you.
Oh, what a finish to this ball game, Mitch. And I think Derek summed it up very well. You see the emotion as they dim the lights and prepare for the awards ceremony here in Carver Arena. We'll go to break and we'll come back with more as you look at the last gasp for the Westinghouse Warriors and a state championship for Gordon Kirkman and Aurora West. Our country company's final stats in this championship game. Aurora West House 44% to 40%. 3-point shooting 44% for Aurora West, 29% for Westinghouse. Rebounding fairly even, turnovers dead even, but the big disparity, points off turnovers, a big edge there to Aurora West.
Well, huge advantage. Then the obvious number people are going to point at. Free throws, 17 of 28. Aurora almost gave this thing away. Westinghouse 6 of 6. But Westinghouse does not attack the rim or play inside as much as Aurora West does. That's why there's such a big disparity.
Aurora West winning by 3. Austin Reel, the leading scorer in the ball game for Aurora West with 17 points, 9 rebounds. They are the champs of Aurora West. While Westinghouse being honored here, always a great moment. The Westinghouse Warriors, and each player will step up to the podium. Let's go to Mitch Robinson standing by with another of the Aurora West Blackhawks who hit one of the great shots of the tournament here, Mitch.
That's right, we got the sharpshooter, Mike Feller. You know, you hardly throw up any shots. End of the third, you put up did you call glass?
No, I ain't called glass. I just heaved it up there. It's luck. That's all it was. It's about luck.
I got to tell you, one of the keys to your victory was the way you were ball handling and getting through the pressure. They're pretty tough on D all night.
They just keep on coming at you. Whole 32 minutes, I just had to handle the ball. You know, that's my job to go out there and do it. So, did a good job at it.
How excited are you for the community, for your coach, and for yourself?
I believe right now, I got to sink in a little bit, you know. First time, championship Western, I feel good right now, you know. So, I'm going to enjoy it rest of the way out.
All right. And the whole team is waiting for their awards. As we look around, a lot of hugs. So, did you expect now, will it sink in when the awards are around your neck and you got the trophy in your hand?
I think so. I think so. This is the first team at Aurora West to win the state championship. There's been a couple of twos, and nobody thought we could do it. Nobody thought that West Aurora could beat Westinghouse, and we did it.
You put your names into the record books.
Yes, we made history.
Congratulations. All right, Dave and Dave, let's go back over to you.
The closest AA championship game since the first of Peoria Manual's 4 straight state titles in 1994 when Manual defeated Carbondale 61-60. This is the closest margin of victory in the AA title game since then. And of course, it was Aurora West that came close to ending Manual's run in 1997, losing by 4 points, 47-43, and the headlines already read it. Aurora West state champs.
What a great feeling. I mean, you think of how many teams compete for this title in the best state in the United States for prep hoops. How many teams get so close to finally grab the brass ring? It makes all those nights and days watching tape, practicing during the holidays, working on your game. It makes it all worth it. Now for Chris Head. Last year he didn't win the public league title, lost in the final. Now he gets down here and finishes second. Now he's got that taste. He wants to take one more step. Will he ever get the chance again? Who knows? How many great coaches never did win this?
There is the state championship trophy. The nets have been cut down. Gordon Kirkman now will step to the podium. 24 years. It took him 470 victories to finally get this one, the state championship. His staff being honored.
And actually, Rick Albright, who's coming up now, this is his final game. He announced he is retiring. What a way to go out for all those years that you're a loyal servant of the program, win a championship, and hang up the whistle.
Now the Aurora West Blackhawks, one by one, coming to the podium. What a tournament he had. And here's Austin Reel. Championship game tonight. 17 points, 9 rebounds. Mike Fowler with that big shot. Doesn't matter if he called it, doesn't matter if he thinks it was luck.
That's the difference in this ball game. 3 points on a 45-footer at the gun of the third quarter.
Banked in. Jamal Thompson there.
Derek Hollyfield.
4 of 6 on 3-point field goals. There's Kevin Jenkins. gave them valuable minutes in the semifinal against East St. Louis. Banged around with Darius Miles a little bit. Some of the players who didn't see as much action in the Elite Eight, but
they are as much a part of this championship as any starter.
Whether it's preparing them in practice or it's Patrick Drews, Chris Jenkins,
I was talking with Randy Norman, who played on that '84 team with Kenny Battle. He was sitting next to us tonight, and he said Curtis Shaw looked each guy in the eye in the locker room and by name said, "Austin Reel, do you believe that we can win this championship?" And he said the emotion in that locker room prior to taking the court was unbelievable.
They beat Aurora East to advance to the Super Sectional, then beat Glenbard South, then came to Peoria and defeated Gordon Tech and East St. Louis, and the #1 team in the state. And that's the Westinghouse trophy, the second place trophy for the Westinghouse Warriors.
What a great year. What a great 2-year run. Chris Head been the head coach for 2 years. Just an incredible record.
The best ever finish for Chicago Westinghouse.
31-2. Chris had 62-3 in his 2 years. I mean, that's just incredible. And obviously, they're bitterly disappointed that they don't win the championship, but that does not diminish what a great year they had and what a great job Chris Head did.
At Aurora West at 32-1. Won't have Lewis Smith next year. Won't have Austin Reel, or Mike Fowler. But Hollyfield comes back to this team. Jamal Thompson comes back next year. And really, Cap, we ought to take a moment, congratulate all of the teams which advanced to the Super Sectionals and came down here to Peoria. A great field in this Elite Eight.
We'll be back here a year from now. God willing, everybody will be back, and we'll have another unbelievable run through March Madness in the best state there is for prep hoop.
But for now, the spotlight is on the Blackhawks of Aurora West. 23 consecutive victories capped by this championship game win, 60-57 over the Westinghouse Warriors. And the celebration goes on the floor of Carver Arena. And I imagine this celebration is only just beginning. There'll be fireworks outside as the city of Peoria celebrates America's original March Madness. It's been a great tournament. We're glad that you could share it with us here at Carver Arena. And that concludes March Madness 2000. For David Kaplan, Mitch Robinson, Mike Lederman, Norm Van Leer, Gail Fisher, and everyone behind the scenes, I'm Dave Ennett saying so long from Carver Arena in Peoria. Aurora West, your Class AA champs. So long, everybody.